They wouldn't have done nothing. That's against the Bulls. They couldn't have done nothing with them. That's Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Both get dunked on. Get y'all ass out of here. Y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't do nothing with that dude, bro. Mike, Scottie, who cares? Man, them Lakers teams would have beat shit out of Golden State.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we probably in 5, maybe 6.
This fucking this fucker say he was. That's a 5. He said beat y'all at 5 or 6. This motherfucker.
6 what?
Games. Max.
6 years when I'm 40.
Max 6 games.
Draymond.
Me and PC saw something on the internet that I have a little bit. I don't have much expertise. I didn't play in the NBA, but listen to what Shaq and Draymond. Shaq asked Draymond a loaded question and you fell for it. Who dynasty versus dynasty? Who would have won? And Draymond uttered some of the stupidest ish I've ever heard.
Shaq's Lakers against your Golden State Warriors. 7-game series. You pick any of my championship team.
Shaq's Lakers against the Golden State Warriors.
Any of your championship team. Who wins? And the bonus question: who guarding me? Please don't say Andrew Bogut.
That's a loaded question.
Here's the thing.
And you can be honest. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
I don't think any one.
No, and when somebody say that, that's BS. Shaq, they will hurt his feelings, but it don't matter. People don't know how good he was because people have short memories. They don't know how good Shaq was. But I would put some of this in this video, bro.
Player on our team could have guarded you. I do think there were defensive schemes that we could have thrown at you to affect you. One is not letting you get the ball. So we're going to guard you with a guy in front of you, a guy behind you.
They did that.
Yeah, I wasn't on the court though.
Portland did that.
Defensive schemes
Portland did that.
Schemes like that. Listen.
Portland did that. Sacramento did that.
I watched. I wasn't on the floor. I'm making defensive game plans.
Draymond would do shit.
Oh, so what you gonna do? Stand behind me?
I'm standing in front. Like, ain't no ball getting to you.
Yeah, you don't want to be. You don't want them problems.
What you mean the ball on the?
You don't want them problems standing behind that dude.
I'm not.
Under full disclosure, I've met Shaq many occasions, all throughout the years. I think the first time I met him, had to been in the late '90s, early 2000s, when he was Shaq. You know, when he was the Diesel. So I've seen it. This is a enormous man. He's every bit of 7 foot and probably a little bit more. And he's every bit of 340, 350 pounds. He's an enormous individual. I've never met Draymond Green, but from his list, he's listed at 6'6". Nah, bro. That's like Allen Iverson trying to guard Michael Jordan. It's not gonna happen. Or Kobe. Anyway, let's get back into it.
Reactions. Hey, different eras, hard to compare, but let's do it anyway. Reactions.
I need to smoke with Dre smoking. That's what I need. I need to smoke with Draymond smoking.
You don't think Clay could hold Kobe?
Man, neither one of them teams can hold any of them Laker teams. Because first of all, any of the Laker teams got that dude right there on it. Got big fella on there. And man, fuck out of here with that shit, Dre.
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot of people believed it until they had to sit there. Everybody got the words of the great Mike Tyson. Everybody got a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. They gonna dump it down to Shaq. He gonna dunk on you. He gonna have your whole front court in foul trouble. Now you can't touch Kobe or none of them because they shoot free throws all day soon because you're in the bonus. You're sitting on the bench looking like you got sodomized, and they know they went through that. These guys went through that, and they know. Anyway.
Front you. Nobody's ever thought about that.
Nobody ever did that before.
Not with him on the court.
But see, I don't think, and I know he's in the interview room with him, but I don't think he truly knows how big and mobile and agile Shaq was when he was playing, man. But then I ain't put the word strong in there. Like, man, that dude was a monster, man. Man, I fouled Shaq one time, man, and my arm was tingling for months. Like, I'm doing this for months, couldn't feel my fingertips, and I fouled him, and it was nothing.
Didn't even feel it.
No. I gave him my hardest foul. Ah! Huh. It was nothing. I'm coming.
What'd he say?
Huh. I'm over there like, I'm over looking at these fools like, man, I can't feel my arm, my forearm dead. Man, come on, man. Like, I don't think he truly understand how big Shaq was, how good them Laker teams was, because obviously we tried to front him. We tried to have somebody behind him, but then you got Robert Horry or somebody over in the corner that's shooting lights out. And then the Kobe situation, like, I love Clay as a defender, but nobody can guard Kobe.
Draymond, stop it, man. Stop it, Draymond. You tripping. Look, Draymond, I get it. You can't sit over there and say, Shaq, y'all the dog walked us. Y'all ought to have been sitting in the ice cooler my whole, y'all, you know, we'd have been sitting there sniffing your shoes and your ass and your nuts with that Shaq dunk. You know, Shaq used to sit up there and dunk and put his feet all in your face and all that, and then push you all in the stands. Man, look, bro. Nah, man. You see, he can't say that. Draymond can't say that. Like, Shaq, Shaq, you'd have been sitting there, man. We'd have been sitting there looking like, sitting on the sideline like we just got sodomized, like you did the rest of the NBA back in those days. See, he can't say that. And Shaq can't get his ass off that couch and play a lick of basketball, so it ain't like he can prove it. So it's all barbershop talk.
Because they can't. But they used to call it Shaq in the screen. Shaq the screen, where you just stay back in the paint. You got a Shaq. Man, if you stay back there, I'm going to nail whoever guarding Steph. I'm going to nail whoever guarding Clay, and we're going to dot your eye every play.
Okay, but you know what's going to happen after that? I'm going to tell D-Fish, get up on him, let him drive, and I'm going to lay his little out.
D-Fish can't make him drive. I'm going to whack him with these screens. You ever
Oh,
seen
I
these
forgot
screens?
about D-Fish, man. D-Fish was so doggone. D-Fish was such a pitiful defender as a basketball player. He put every point guard in the West in an all-star game. I mean, Damon Stoudemire. D-Fish was trash. Damon Stoudemire. See, Shaq, Steph Curry would have cooked that motherfucker. And now Steph Curry would have put some 50 balls up on D-Fish. But see, they had a backup point guard like Tyronn Lue that would have had some success. That's the one that Allen Iverson stepped over. And people was like, well, Allen Iverson stepped on him. Yeah, but at least he was in the play. D-Fish wouldn't have even been in the play. D-Fish was trash. Really, I don't think he was a very good NBA basketball player. I mean, he played a long career, you know. But, man, he used to get cooked on the defensive end. Damon Stoudemire cooked him. Avery Johnson cooked him. Mike Bibby used to cook him. I mean, y'all don't even know who these guys are. It was a dude named Troy Hudson or something up in Minnesota. He put a 35-piece on D-Fish ass. Man, who else? Who else he used to? Tony Parker, Steve Nash. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, man. I mean, they used to cook this food. They used to cook D-Fish. I saw D-Fish backpedaling on it looked like he running in concrete shoes. It looked like he's about to fall down. Man, they was running by D-Fish like he was standing still. I'm telling you, that would have been a problem. But they probably would have ended up putting their best defensive guard was Kobe. And I seen Kobe lock down Iverson before. Kobe was a first-team all-defender. Now, they'd have put him on Steph, but then Clay would have been cooking. Whoever D-Fish was watching was going to hit 40. So, now, the thing about it is, Shaq against the Warriors is going to hit 50 a game. You know, he's going to be 44, 45, 50. So Shaq canceled out whoever was cooking D-Fish as no deep garbage ass, cooking him. D-Fish was a trash defender. Trash defender, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's some high school and college players would have cooked him. Trash defender, man. And it's hard if NBA players don't like people that's not in the NBA call them trash. But man, you can't get cooked like that by everybody and think, man, he was a trash NBA defender. And if any NBA player that say, "Oh, D-Fish was a good defender," you smoking at work.
I'm laying this out.
Then we got to fight.
All right, what you got to fight then?
And guess what? You getting thrown out the game and me getting thrown out the game. Who's that going to hurt worse?
Yeah, Shaq, you damn moron. You can't fight. You never could fight, Shaq. That's all they wanted to do. They put a person on the team to fight, to piss Shaq off so he can get thrown out and they can get thrown out. So Shaq they would punch him, they would kick him, they would do anything to get him thrown out. Shaq's dumb ass, he fell for it a couple times, but he know damn well he couldn't sit up there. He was too important to if he got thrown out, they lost. He was the only weapon that they had.
Your team.
So I guess
y'all lose.
So I guess we're not gonna fight then. So
Exactly.
let's rewind the tape. Who's your backup center?
Our backup center was, it depends on which year, but
Oh,
over the years,
forget all that.
David West is
Who wins?
JaVale McGee.
Who wins that series?
We win the series, sure.
Draymond, stop
He
it.
got to say that,
Listen,
though.
I love you and I love your confidence, but ain't no way.
How we lose? How do we lose?
Dude, easy.
Cause of me.
You got a double Shaq. I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of teams Shaq played on that could beat him, and not even the championship teams. The Orlando Magic team with Penny and them would have beat the Warriors teams. So let me see. So you got a double Shaq. They go double Shaq they got a double Shaq. So they would move Shaq so different people would double him. You leave Glenn Rice, Kobe, or D-Fish too. You double off of D-Fish. Now D-Fish, as terrible as the defender he was a knockdown shooter. If you left him open, it was buckets. So that's, as bad as the defender he was, you lag up off of him, he spot up, he hitting that. He's a great role player for spotting up off a double team. He let it loose with that. He had a left hand shot. So at any point, those three Shaq's, at one point, all of the records for 3-pointers was because Shaq was on the team. That's how dominant he was, to where they would leave knockdown shooters and they would hit 10, 15, 10, 11, 12 threes. At one point, he had the record. Everybody, like the top records, like half of them were because they were playing with Shaq. And Shaq would kick it out to them after the double team and they would shoot a three. Yep, I remember that. So Shaq had Glenn Rice. I'm talking, like I said, you can't double off him. If he's in the parking lot, you got to go stand out there with him, because if he let it go, it's buckets. He had Kobe. Kobe get white hot, and he'd hit 7-8 threes in a quarter, So, and the game's over when that happened. The game's over. And then you had Robert Horry. He would play power forward. He would go out there. Big shot Bob, you can't leave him open. Who else coming off the bench? Rick Fox was a knockdown shooter. He had knockdown shooters all around. So they, everybody, yeah, they see, when you got to start a conversation like how we gonna double you, that means somebody's open, and you damn sure ain't leaving Kobe open. And then you got to get somebody to watch Kobe one-on-one. Kobe played some fast forward back in them days. I saw him play in person when they played against the Rockets in Yao Ming. I was in the stadium. The Houston Rockets. That was not too far from where I'm filming right now. I was back there 20-something years ago. Kobe was like fast forward, young then. He would just miss a lot of buckets. But he would go in there, dunk on people, get to the foul line. Couldn't nobody on Golden State team. No one on Golden State team could cover Kobe. Period. Not Clay, and definitely Clay would have been in foul trouble. Kobe was different, man. Even then, when he wasn't as good as he was when he was in his peak years.
And the Cobster. And Big Shot Bob. And Big Shaw.
We trade in two. You get your
Big
dunks.
Shaw,
We trade in twos
him.
for threes.
Yeah, but y'all ain't going to hit threes all the time.
We going to hit enough of them.
Yeah, but not all the time.
You just got to hit the three at 37%.
Who guarding Kobe?
Clay.
Stop it.
We'll continue this conversation.
You can look at Clay
We'll
now and say,
continue
oh,
this
he's not the
conversation.
Clay he was
No,
then.
even when Clay
We'll
was a
continue this
top
conversation.
defender, you couldn't guard Kobe. Now, dude, there's better defenders than Kobe could than Clay. You could stop. He could guard. The thing about it is Kobe didn't know when he wasn't. Kobe would try to shoot himself out of slump, which would make the Lakers lose games. That's how they lost to the Detroit Pistons because that whole series Kobe was off. That's mainly, Kobe Kobe shot them out that series, and then Phil wrote that book talking about Kobe wasn't shit before they make amends and came back, and Kobe became this mega superstar and started winning MVPs. But this was before the MVP years. Kobe would shoot you out the game. He would brick, and keep it shooting. And expect Shaq to get every rebound after them bricks. Yeah, bro, it don't work like that.
Your podcast. No.
Sure.
Ain't nobody guarding him, ain't nobody guarding me. And ain't nobody guarding Steph, and ain't nobody guarding Clay. I understand that, but y'all know.
No, Kobe can guard one of them. See, that's the thing. Kobe was a lockdown defender. And Kobe could guard one of those guys. You know, one-on-one, Clay, Steph would not be getting those threes off against Kobe. They're going to have to run a pick. They're going to have to run some picks. They'll have to run some picks, man. And then, you know, they had different players that could, you know, were real long, that could, you know, that Steph couldn't get that shot off on those guys. Man, them Lakers teams would beat the shit out of Golden State.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we probably in 5, maybe 6.
This motherfucker, this motherfucker say that's a 5. He said beat y'all at 5 or 6. This motherfucker.
6 what?
Games. Max.
6 years when I'm 40.
Max 6 games.
Draymond
tripping, bro.
Max 6 games.
Draymond
Don't you
trolling.
know Sacramento said that?
You know-
Portland said that.
You know where I grew up at, right?
I know who
I
you
grew
are.
up in Saginaw, Michigan, in the state of Michigan, which is home of the Detroit Pistons. Y'all lost to the Pistons in 2004. And by the way, them my big bros. I love them. I respect them. But, like, they scored 70 points a game. We would have mopped them.
You'd have mopped them too?
They scored 70 points.
Let me see.
One of y'all games was like 70 to 67.
Yeah.
Look, that's that series with Kobe shot. I'm telling you, Kobe shot, took them out of that series. Kobe said, I'm going to be MVP this series, and Kobe couldn't do jack. But Kobe was sitting there jacking shots, missing everything. And that's when Phil quit. They got rid of Shaq. Then it was like, it's either me or him. And they just went with Kobe. And, you know, the rest they say is history. But Kobe, if Kobe would have played halfway decent, they would have beat the shit out of Detroit. But Kobe was like, I'm getting the MVP. If he had just dumped it down to Shaq and played off of that like they won the other prior titles, they'd have beat Detroit. But, you know, Kobe wanted to do Kobe. Kobe was doing Kobe that night. Mamba mentality will fuck you up if you ain't making buckets. Then a few years later, he was able to hit those shots because, you know, he wasn't hitting those shots that he was hitting on those MVP seasons then. He was missing it. Can you imagine Kobe doing all that and missing? People like, oh, Mamba mentality is bad. That's what that was back in 2004. And sometimes that happened in 99 too. In those years, Kobe was the Lakers' Achilles heel. If he was balling, they was unbeatable. But if he was missing, he'd shoot you out the game. Trust me. Mama mentality, my ass.
That's insane.
Trash some days.
I didn't get the ball like I was supposed to.
Averaging 17 points a quarter shot.
Yeah, but that was then.
You average 17 points in a quarter a day,
hold on.
you lose by 40.
All right, so hold on. I forgot to ask some question. Which style are we playing, the new style or the old style?
That's the thing. If we play the old style, we lose.
All right, and if we
play
play
the new style,
no, we win.
Dude, you play the new style, you can't touch him. You can't touch Kobe. You can't touch Kobe, and then he get into the cup. As long as Kobe, see, because they used to rough Kobe up and hit him a little bit so his shots would be off. And he didn't know, just dump it down to the big fella, let him go to work. You know, I'm big brother, he's little brother.
no chance.
Bro, I was the first big to run the court. You think I ain't gonna be
big
running
fella,
the
by the
court?
time you was with the Lakers, you weren't moving like that no
I
more.
was.
I mean, not like.
Bro, my
Not
first
like
time,
he
the
got
third
points.
one I was
Draymond
big
got
Shaq.
points, but
First
The
one I was
first one
skinny.
for sure.
he's
No,
good
first
at
one
what
was
he
skinny
does, by
Shaq.
the way.
The second one was medium
Draymond's
Shaq.
good at what he does. He's good at being able to argue a point that he know he's gonna lose. And then when you lose a point, you got to go to slander. You got to slander. Yeah, Shaq, your big ass started eating too much. You couldn't even get your ass up and down that court. You had foot problems. If you knew how to work out and knew how to eat, you would have been the best player who ever touched the earth. But you was like, fuck being the best. Where is the Big Macs? Uh, the year was about 1990, and I'll show you how old I am. Y'all figure out how old I am. I'm in the ninth grade, and I, so I'm looking in the papers, and I'm looking at the paper. So I grew up in a small town on the right on the coast of Louisiana and Texas. About a 3.5-4 hour drive from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where Louisiana State University (LSU) is, and we used to get their games on Jefferson Pilot Sports. I remember that. I remember the channel, and as a young kid, I wanted to know. I saw in the paper that this guy named Shaquille O'Neal was just putting up crazy numbers. I was like, I want to see him play, and I know he played for LSU. So I dial in the LSU. I turn on the TV. Back in the day, I had a knob on the television. I turned it to the channel, and LSU game came on, and I was looking for a white guy because his last name was O'Neal. I was like, I wonder which one is O'Neal. Little did I know he was the blackest motherfucker on the television. What I seen at age 14 years old, I had never seen before, and I had never seen since. And I'm gonna show you some of it. Draymond couldn't handle Shaquille O'Neal in college, bro. He said he couldn't guard him, but those guys couldn't handle that dude in college. This is how good this guy was, and they saying that they could have won a series against this. This is in college, bro. I saw this guy play in college on TV. So you see, they go to JP Sports. I saw this game. You see, hold up. JP Sports. I used to watch JP Sports. I told you. That's the channel that games used to come on. And I saw this game as a kid. I hadn't seen anything before this or since this. I mean, this is in college. This dude was pretty much King Kong playing against big guys. He make big guys look small. Oh, that's his freshman year. That's in the old Rocket Stadium. No, it can't be. That's in the old Summit. The old Summit. I mean, this dude was unreal. That's against Arkansas. I remember that team. Dude was unreal, bro. Get that shit out of here. Dude was unreal. And they said that they were going to sit. He said that he could do this in college. This is who they say they were about to beat. I mean, by the way, number 30 right there is the one that was sitting in the middle of the couch. Sitting in the middle of the couch. Kobe, Cash. Rest in peace to the black, to Kobe. To Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Scottie Pippen, broke. I mean, these guys were unreal, man. Kobe, if he finna hit you with the sham guard cross, got him. Boom. Man, dog, y'all not finna beat them, man. Y'all, that's your diesel. They couldn't beat these guys. They couldn't beat this Shaq. Don't even matter. They couldn't deal with those Orlando Shaqs. They couldn't deal with them. Man, they would have beat the dog shit out of Steph Curry and them. Penny Hardaway, is nobody could cover him. God damn, Shaq. As nobody could do anything with that dude. The Black Tornado. There's nothing nobody can do with this dude, man. What the fuck are you doing? What the? Was that the ugly dance? Yo. Look at that, man. Those are big men. Look at that, man. Antonio Davis is not a little dude. This is a 6'10" dude. Man, get y'all ass. Man, come on, man. Y'all smoking at work, bro. Y'all smoking at work, bro. Man, it's no way the Golden State Warriors could have done anything. By himself, he can beat them. They couldn't have beat the Penny Hardaway cats. Bam! Y'all telling me y'all would have done something with Shaq? Out of here, bro. They wouldn't have done nothing. That's against the Bulls. They couldn't have done nothing with them. That's Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Both get dunked on. Get y'all ass out of here. Y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't do nothing with that dude, bro. Mike, Scottie, who cares? So in conclusion, Draymond is smoking at work. They couldn't have done nothing with Shaq, Kobe, but they couldn't beat the Orlando Shaq, the Orlando Magic with Shaq. They couldn't have beat the Lakers with Shaq, and they wouldn't have been able to beat the Shaq with probably even the Heat Shaq. They probably couldn't even beat LSU with Shaq on there. Man, dog, man, dude, man, stop. Stop, Draymond. It's, I know he got to say that, but nah, bro. And I didn't even play it, I know that. My limited knowledge of basketball, nah, bro, you wasn't doing nothing. Nah. No. Hell no. Smoking at work.